right, we are back with another episode of Sessions with Mary Jane. I'm your host, Jordan Freed. It's been a 3-interview day, so I don't know how fried I am anymore. I haven't re-upped my high since earlier today, but I'm glad to have you with us again. This is also if you're like looking at my shirt right now and you're just like, wow, Jordan must have like 2 shirts. Like he's just worn the same shirt the last 3 interviews. It's the same day. You know, you could figure that out on your own. You don't need to come at me in the comments with my lack of fashion. But somebody did say today that this was a good shirt. She was like, oh, that's a really nice shirt. What made you choose purple? And I just said, because, I don't know, purple is a vibe sometimes.
Purple haze, brother.
Yeah, the purple haze. This episode, I don't know when it's coming out, because my brain doesn't work that way with time, but I'm assuming I have some shows coming up in October, hopefully. When I'm saying this, I don't have anything booked, but you know, future Jordan will book me some shows, so check those out. I'm sure I'm pretty busy with some other stuff as well that I can't talk about too much on this podcast. But what I can talk about on this podcast is our guest for today. He is a musician. He has been in a lot of bands and associated with a lot of random bands. I think he's an educator too. Maybe. Sometimes.
Maybe.
Sometimes.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll find out on the podcast. His current project is Original Plus. Give it up for Matty Stolpe.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for the introduction.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about what Original Plus is. I have listened to it, so I know what it is, but I don't want to put words in your mouth about what your project is.
Original Plus is a band, and the reason I named it Original Plus was basically because I got made fun of a lot in my youth for wanting to like sing cover songs and like sing other people's songs.
Oh wow.
And I never really like understood it, but there was got a lot of pushback in the original music community back in Jersey about it, and so I kind of want to say fuck you to those people.
Wow, so this is like a teenage thing, like coming back around, like when you were a teenager people were talking shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, so it's like I want to do originals, but I also want to do covers. So it's like
Original Plus.
I'm gonna do what I want. Fuck you.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are you playing on this project in this band?
So we've recorded an EP and a full-length album. We haven't released the full-length album yet, but everything so far I've recorded all the drums on, and then like there's ukulele on a lot of the EP and like some of the album, and like I use my ukulele to write the songs because guitar was always a little too hard for me.
Really?
Yeah, my main instrument is drums.
Okay.
I've been a drummer for like 20 years at this point.
Word. We'll talk more about your drumming.
Yeah.
Because that's brought you to a lot of places, it seems, when I did a Google on you.
Yeah.
But tell me more about the ukulele.
Yeah.
Because I heard you're a very unique ukulele player.
Well, yeah, this is my first band as like the singer and songwriter of, and but I've been writing songs since I was like 15 or 16. I'm 30 at this point. And like I always had this like dream that I was gonna be like a famous rock star, like a famous drummer, like, and then pivot and be like, I can sing too, and then like have my own band, you know, like do the Dave Grohl thing or Aaron Gillespie or something. And I'm still not famous as a drummer. So. And then COVID happened and I was like, oh, I might die. So I should probably start recording my songs if I want to do that, you know, because you never know.
Word.
Tomorrow's never promised and shit, you know?
Yeah. No, that's a good lesson. Yeah. I think most artists have that kind of, that flame lit under their ass that it's just like, oh, this isn't forever.
Right. At some
like
point,
I should make some stuff.
Yeah.
That is forever.
Right.
Word.
Exactly. Yeah.
So have you played shows with this band yet?
Yeah, we've played one official show.
Nice. So this is really in the infancy. We're catching you at the beginning. This is the press tour for the upcoming tour.
Yes, exactly. All About You came out on, I think, April 4th this year.
Day before my birthday.
2025. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Aries boy?
I am an Aries boy.
Nice. You know your big three?
I don't know my big three.
It's okay. Yeah, and then my birthday is April 22nd.
Word.
So I'm a Taurus boy.
Oh.
And then we did the record release show like the following weekend. I kind of like used it as like my birthday party, like my 30th birthday party, and our record release show for that show. It was really cool. We sold out Crossroads in Garwood.
Nice.
Yeah. Thanks to us, Francis Doom, Visitor's Tongue, Classic Traffic, and my brother, Jonathan Francis, opened the show.
Word.
Well.
Hell yeah.
It's a really good lineup. A lot of cool bands.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
So you like grew up in the scene kind of, right? Because you played with your brother a little bit.
Yeah.
So what were like the initial kind of bands and stuff that you were getting into, and then eventually like where did you end up finding yourself?
Like the music that I was listening to, that I was like,
yeah, like what got you into this? Yeah.
I mean, I've always just like loved music. I remember being like 5 or 6 and like dancing to like NSYNC and like Backstreet Boys in my room and shit. Like being like, I'm gonna be a singer, and then like getting fascinated with drums at some point along the way. I don't really know why that happened. I know that like my parents gave me like a toy drum for Christmas when I was like 3, I think, and then when I was like 7, we walked past a toy store and there was like a toy drum set that I saw, and I was like, yo, I want that. And then they got me that for like my birthday. And then my brother started playing guitar when I was like 9 and he was 13. And then I don't know if I was like, I want a drum set, or if like my parents were like, we should get you a drum set so you guys can play in bands or something. My parents have always been really supportive of the music, which is cool.
Were they musical or just fans, and they were like, we want to support our kids?
My mom played piano growing up, and they were both like in the choir at church, and my dad like played guitar a little bit at some point when he was like a teenager, but didn't stick with it really.
Word.
Yeah.
So you started playing from a young age.
Yeah.
When was like, were you in a bunch of bands growing up, or did it take a second and then you just went into your first band?
I like typically drummers, like there's like an ongoing joke in like the music community that like drummers are always in like 5 bands at once, because I guess there's just like less of us, you know? Because I mean, like if you think about bands, right, you have at least like 2 guitarists usually in like a rock band, but you only have 1 drummer, and then sometimes you have like 3 or 4 guitarists in a band and you have 1 drummer, right? So like I guess we're just like, there's less of us, so there's like more of a demand for drummers than string instruments typically. And but I am weird in the way that I was never really like that. Like I've had periods where I was in like playing in multiple projects kind of, but like for the most part it was like I was in a band and I was like, we're gonna fucking make it, and I like did that band for like 3 years, and then like that band broke up, and then I joined another band and I was like, we're gonna make it. Like it's always like, this is the thing, I'm putting all my eggs in this basket. So that's always kind of been my vibe. But yeah, we started.
Was the first band the Moms? Or was
No. We started, so like I got a drum set, and then oddly enough, I think like in the same month, a drum teacher moved into the house behind my house.
Oh, wow.
And started giving lessons in like his detached garage there. And so I just like immediately started taking drum lessons with that guy. And so I started taking lessons when I was like 10. And then my brother was like playing in a band. Or no, we started our own band together. That was like an emo, screamo, post-hardcore band, like 2005, you know, like listening to like Hawthorne Heights and like Atreyu.
I know it.
And,
oh
like,
yeah.
Shit like that, like metalcore stuff. And we played one show at the high school that I would eventually go to, Hanover Park, and it was called Park Fest. and it was on. I remember it was on June 6th, 2006. So 666.
Oh wow.
And I remember I saw a shooting star that night.
Oh wow.
It was very weird. I remember there was a band called Barnida from East Hanover that played that show. And they were like local metalcore legends and shit. It was like, yeah, dude, this is sick. I wore my studded belt and my studded bracelets and shit.
That's like Morris County?
Yeah. East Hanover is, I think, Morris County. I know Florham Park is Morris County. That's where I'm from. But yeah, so we played that show. That was like my first show. And then that was like the last thing that the band did. We just like played one show and then like broke up. And then my brother started playing in another band called After the Robbery. And then me and like our like step cousin, like my stepmom's like nephew or something. Second cousin, some shit. He asked me, he was a singer. He asked me to start a band with him. And then my brother John got kicked out of After the Robbery. So then he joined our band, and then we added this kid, Connor Wilson, on bass. Shout out to you. And that was Solfege Radio. And,
Solfege Radio.
Yeah, and that was like my first like real band. Like we, we did like the Jersey shows, Battle of the Bands in like 2009 or 2008. Yeah. And we ended up winning that. There was like 4 preliminary rounds, and then like the semifinals and finals were at Starland Ballroom.
Oh, nice. Wow.
And we ended up winning the Battle of the Bands, and there was like a small record label associated with Jersey shows called Danimal Records.
Okay. That
Matt Namoli from Dim Entertainment, shout out, used to run back in the day. And so he like signed us and, got us into the studio to like make an EP. And so that was like when I started recording seriously and like touring.
So you started like
I was like 13.
You got a record deal.
Yeah.
You're like, I fucking made it.
That was the only record deal I ever got. No, that's not technically true. But yeah.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
So you rode that out for a few years? Or?
Yeah. That was like 13 to 15. So like 2009 to 2011. And then the last show that we played, I'm pretty sure, was at the School of Rock that Anthony LaSalle used to
Oh, wow. Small world.
run or book shows for or whatever.
Hell yeah. We both worked at the Williams Center in Rutherford, New Jersey. So that is how we got connected.
Shout out. Now we're hardcore boys. Come through.
Yeah. Well, yeah, y'all are hardcore boys. I no longer work at the Williams Center. I am doing a show at the Williams Center, actually, October 25th.
There you go.
That's what I was supposed to plug.
There you go.
I'm opening for Michelle Traina's Divorce Diaries comedy show.
Hell yeah.
But
I don't know if I work at Williams Center either anymore.
Yeah.
Suzanne didn't ask me for any dates in August, and then like in the middle of August she was like, hey, do you want to work this Saturday and next Saturday? And I was just like fucking overwhelmed at that point, just like in life. And then like so I like didn't respond immediately, and then I like kind of forgot about it, and then my phone broke. And my phone was gone for like 4 days. And it was pretty nice, actually. I was doing like a social media reset. It was soothing. You should try it after you watch this podcast. And then, and I just like haven't hit her up, and I haven't been there in like a month. So it's like, I'm sure it's fine.
It's like that.
Yeah. Like, I'm just going to go and be
an artist-run art center. You got to assume some people are going to go into a fugue state for a couple days and come back later and be like, did I miss something?
Right. We'll just send this podcast to Suzanne and be like, I still love you, and I'm sorry that I didn't respond. And I still want to bartend if you want me to.
Hell yeah. Have you always been a bartender?
That place is awesome.
Jumped into it?
I started bartending in 2020.
Word. So kind of a late in life thing, yeah.
Godfather in East Hanover, shout out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they taught me how to bartend over there, and then I bartended there for 2 years, and then I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And then I left, had a whole bunch of fucking different jobs at different restaurants, and like I worked at House of Independence down in Asbury Park last summer. And then now I'm back at The Godfather because it's pretty cool. It's a pretty good place.
Yeah?
Not gonna lie.
I've never checked it out. That's cool.
It's been in business for 50 years.
Wow. It's like an Italian place?
Pretty crazy, yeah. Yeah, and it's like wild. Like they have like a pizzeria, and then they expanded next door. It's like in a strip mall. So it started as like, it didn't start there, but when they bought that spot in that strip mall, it was just a pizzeria, and there was like a bar next door, I guess, or like a liquor license next door. And then they like closed, and the pizzeria bought the bar, the liquor license. So it like expanded into like a bar and restaurant and a pizzeria, and they're like separated, but it's like the same place. But it, you know,
that is some mob shit.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah. I don't know. Nothing that I'm aware of, but I mean, it is The Godfather, so I don't fucking know. But very cool place. And now they just expanded into an event room as well. So now it's like there's like a trifecta. It's like a fucking place is a factory.
It sounds like a small city.
It's a pizza factory, dude.
Pizza factory.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
It's pretty dope. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. The people there are real cool. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
For the first time in a long time.
Do you love Jersey?
I do love Jersey. Yeah.
What's a misconception about Jersey?
People don't understand how like beautiful New Jersey is, because like the main airport is in Newark, which is like, no offense, but it's not great.
It's not the prettiest place.
It's not the prettiest place.
It's got culture, but it's not the prettiest place.
Yeah, there's like a lot of just like industrial parks there, and like, you know, it's like near like the port, I guess, or whatever and stuff. So it's like, you know, a lot of like, there's like the turnpike and like the parkway and like all that shit like run through there, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, when I go out like west to like where you are, and then I come back, you just like go through places that there's just like plumes of smoke, and you're just like, a lot of like Jersey, this is what people think Jersey is,
right?
Is the
exactly.
Plumes of smoke, chemicals being dumped in the Passaic River,
right.
like that's more what people think Jersey is.
Yeah, and it like took me a long time to like realize that. It's like, oh, like everyone that visits New Jersey comes through Newark and then just goes to New York City. Yeah. So it's like they don't see any of like the beautiful parts of New Jersey. Like that's like a very small section of New Jersey that's like super industrialized. And then like everything else is like either suburbia or like farmland, you know. There's like small mountains and like really pretty lakes, like Lake Hopatcong. Like, you know, the moms recorded multiple records on Lake Hopatcong at a studio called Barbershop Studios.
Oh, word.
Yeah, shout out.
Ryan, what was that like?
Ryan
Did
Barber.
It feel like you were like in the middle of nowhere? And
yeah, nice. Which is like awesome. You know, like the first time I recorded there, it was like early June, and it was just like gorgeous out, and it was just like such a vibe. Like it was the moms recording the Snowbird EP with Pete Steinkoff from the Bouncing Souls and Brett Romness from I Am the Avalanche and The Movie Life.
Word.
And like, yeah, he has like a lot of really amazing producer credits now, but that was like kind of at the beginning of his journey at Barbershop, I'm pretty sure.
Word.
Yeah.
What was it like being so young in the game? Like, did you get into a ton of trouble? Were you like, I'm the young guy, I'm staying out of trouble at least until I'm 18 or at least until I'm 21? Or was it like a rowdy time kind of being thrown around the state at such a young age?
No, I mean, like, I started smoking weed when I was like 13.
Word.
And like drinking when I was 13. Like, we were just like smoking blunts and like drinking beer, like on the road, like in the van, you know?
Yeah, no, that's what I would expect. Yeah. So I was curious about it.
Yeah. No, I was like a little derelict.
Like I started comedy when I was 17, and I feel like I didn't become a full-on degenerate until I was like 18. Right. So I had some time. I was a little naive,
right,
innocent kid when I started comedy,
yeah.
And then was very much like, I'm not trying to get in trouble right now.
Right.
And then it got to the point where I wasn't driving to mics anymore and
right.
wasn't driving to shows, and then I was just getting very fucked up.
Yeah.
And it was a different vibe for sure.
That do be how it goes.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. And like, you know, like my older brother was 17 when I was 13. And so everybody else in the band was also like 16, 17. So I was like the baby. the whole time. And like I've always like been like that pretty much. Like this is like, I mean, even now, like right now my band is just like me and my bassist, Brian Hughes. And like, you know, I write the songs with my ukulele, and then like he'll track like bass and guitar. And so we're like trying to assemble like a full live band, but like for the record release show, we had like mostly hired guns, like friends, you know, from just the scene.
Word.
Like play with us and stuff.
What is it now that you're like the old guy in the scene?
Yeah.
Now that you've seen both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah. Well, so I don't know. I just kind of told a lie a little bit. Okay. So the beginning of the band was me and Brian.
Yeah.
And our friend, Bobby Alexiou. And he was our guitarist.
Okay.
And he was like a sick lead guitarist. And I met him at Barbershop.
Okay.
During the pandemic. And I like watched him play some guitar for Rob Sharapa and filmmaker. Shout out to you. And I was like, yo, this kid's sick. And he's like not in a band. Like, you know, they were like recording like this project that like hadn't really like started physically, officially at the time. So I was like, maybe I can just like poach this kid and like he can play guitar for me. And like obviously play for Phil too. Like, but I think he ended up not really pursuing that project at the time. But yeah, so I asked Bobby to play guitar for me. We recorded that full-length album that I was talking about at Barbershop, half with just Rob Sharapa, and then half with Brett Romness and Rob Sharapa, like co-producing. And that was kind of because, like, you know, like Brett has been like fucking slammed packed since like as long as I can remember at this point. Like he's just like doing records for everybody these days. And you know, Rob had like less on his plate at the time, and like I've known him for a long time through the music scene. Like he was in a band called The Stolen for a long time, and now he plays in a band with his brother called Range Life. And but yeah, so I've known him since like the Stolen days. And so, you know, I started talking to him. We recorded like a song together, and he played all the string instruments. And then we recorded another song together, and I had Brian come in and play bass. And then we were doing that. We were just doing it like song by song. And then I was like, this is taking too fucking long. I want to like record an album, finish the album. So I was like, yo, Brett, like, when can we book a week and like do like 7 songs and just like finish this thing up and like whatever. And so we arranged that eventually, and then finished the record. And then, you know, I don't know, maybe I was like running away from myself again or something, but like my friends, Alex and Freddie from America Part 2, asked me to play drums for them because they had a falling out with their drummer. And then, you know, we started like going on tour.
Oh, wow.
Like the first thing they asked me to do was to go on tour with this band Harbor from Cincinnati. And like, it was fucking crazy because I had been a fan of that band at that point for like 7 years or something. Like I already like knew that band and like loved that band. And they did a tour before they asked me with Harbor, like a full US. And I was like, you guys are going on tour with Harbor? Like that's so sick. And they were like, how the fuck do you know who Harbor is? Because like, they were like not that big at that point, you know. And I was like, I don't know. My friend found them on Spotify like years ago, and like we all like love that band. And so like that's fucking really cool. You guys are going on tour with them. And then, you know, falling out. And then they were like, yo, Matty, do you want to play drums for us and like go on tour with Harbor? And I was like, obviously, dude.
Yeah, wow.
And then, you know, we decided that America Part 2 was time to record their second LP. And so then we started focusing on that. Those dudes are fucking nuts. And they booked like, I want to say it was like 2 weeks to record a full length album. Like, I think we did like 12 songs or something, 13 songs. And with Rob Sharapa and Mike Sharapa, And so Mike is the singer of Range Life, and Rob plays guitar and like lap steel in Range Life. And they're both producers. They work out of Dim Studios in Freehold, which is part of like Dim Entertainment, like Matinee Molly. And yeah, and so they co-produced that record with us. And yeah, but they like Alex and Freddie like booked this recording session like I want to say it was like a month out, and we had 0 songs. No, we had 1 song actually. We like Freddie like wrote a song and was like, I want to do this on the Harbor tour. So we like worked it out and then like would play that song on the road along with like their older songs and stuff. And then they were like, we're going to do a full length album in a month. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what are you talking about? We don't have any songs. And they were like, no, we have plenty of songs. We just have to like flesh them out. And I was like, okay, dude, like, let's do it. And so we had, I think we were doing like rehearsals like twice a week for like 3 hours in, you know, Freddie's grandma's like detached garage in Red Bank. And yeah, we banged it out. I would, you know, I was a bad influence on that band, and I would bring like I think like 2 tequila shooters for each of us and like a 12-pack of beers, and I was like, let's get to fucking work, boys. Yeah. And like sometimes they would shoot them with me, and sometimes I would end up drinking all of them. But, you know, what are you gonna do?
As long as you could keep the beat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were having a good time.
Yeah.
And so that worked out. And then so we put that record out, and then we're touring a bunch, and then I was like, yo, I literally like can't afford to like go on tour right now. Like, especially if we're not like selling out rooms and like making a bunch of money. Like I can't afford to like go on tour and like lose money. And like, that's just a sad reality of like DIY touring sometimes, you know? And so I was like, I think I'm gonna like take a step back from the band. And that was like, I want to say the beginning of 2024. And at that point, we as an Original Plus had already gone back to the studio and recorded All About You. Cause I was like, yo, like nobody's gonna give a shit about our first release. Like this band doesn't exist yet. So it's like, let's go back to the studio. We'll record an EP with Mike at Dim, and we'll put that out first to like start the band, and then we'll have this full length album like in our back pocket, and we can like drop that like soon after, or like, you know, whatever. And it was a cool experience. Like, you know, we made a bunch of like music videos that like we cut into clips for like Instagram reels and like TikToks and stuff. And I got to kind of like experiment with, you know, like content and like, you know, promotion and whatnot, like social media promotion. And I realized that I was kind of like doing it backwards, like through the process. Like I like announced the band, and then like a week later, I think we dropped Can't Hang, which was like the first single. And we put out like a reel to like say that it was out basically. And then for like a week I like posted like a different clip of that video for like a week or whatever. And you know, like the excitement like tapers off when you do that. And I've been like watching a lot of like influencers that like talk about like how to do that sort of thing. And they all say that you need to like actually tease the song for like 6 weeks before the song actually comes out to like build anticipation basically. And like it's like kind of like, you know, you show people what they can't have and then they want it, you know. Whereas I was doing the reverse, where I was like putting something out and being like, please listen to my song, and like it just doesn't work in our silly monkey brains as well when you do that.
That's very good advice.
Yeah.
As somebody who didn't release anything from a special until after the special was out.
Yeah, you should.
And now I'm getting the same vibe.
Yeah,
I'll pull the special back.
Yeah.
And then I'll
don't do
start
that.
Releasing them.
just make a new special and then do it right next time.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely the next special. It takes a long time to build. An hour though. But
I bet, dude.
one day.
You want to talk about comedy?
Sure, we could talk about comedy.
Dude.
By the time this comes out, I'm just going to have had a 30-minute set at Club Andromeda in Nyack. I'm sure it went great.
Yes,
hopefully you guys weren't there and hated it.
It went swimmingly.
But yeah, it's a lot. You're a fan of comedy,
Dude,
said beforehand?
I think my friend's Visitor's Tongue are playing in Nyack on Friday at like Olives or something.
Oh yeah, Olives is one of the OGs.
Yeah,
They've been around. They're one of the longest running bars in Nyack right now.
Oh, word.
And it's kind of like, they're not an NPC, but they're like one of the earlier bosses.
Right.
Like, you got to tame Nyack or Olives in Nyack at some point.
Right. As a comedian, you're saying?
As a comedian and as a musician.
Okay. Yeah.
Like their claim to fame is definitely Coheed and Cambria playing there.
Oh, word.
And I think they're from that area.
Dude, I saw Coheed at PNC. It was like a religious experience. And I'm like not even really into that band. Like,
yeah.
I love the song The Suffering, and that's like about all I know. And then I know like the guitar song, but I don't even, is that like House Atlantic or whatever the fuck?
I don't even know.
Anyway, he brought the double neck out for that song as the last song, and like the place erupted, dude. I was freaking out. I was like,
yeah.
This is nuts, dude. Like, it was so sick. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try and come out because I don't think I've ever been to Nyack.
Nyack is fucking sick.
Is it okay if I?
Sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Not gonna. Blow
Yeah.
it.
Oh, it's all good.
I won't blow it into this.
When I originally started the podcast, I think they said we just can't smoke in here.
Yeah,
This is fun.
definitely not. I brought you some weed.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Should I give it to you on the podcast?
Yeah, that would be sick.
I'll be right back. I'm not gonna knock any cameras over.
Oh yeah, no. Just watch the chords and then we're all good. Yeah, well, Matty's getting up to get me a present. Just reminding you, October 25th, come out to that show at the Williams Center. Yeah, and otherwise, you should follow Matty Stolpe on all of his fucking social media. Oh my goodness. My guy. What he really brought me was a mason jar.
I brought him a mason jar with like this much weed in it.
No, this is great. Is there anything special about this weed?
No, it's just, I mean, my stepmom gave it to me, but you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's very kind of you.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe we'll smoke a little bit after this as well.
I'm down.
Since we didn't smoke before.
Yeah.
He had a rough time getting in here.
Dude, yeah, I gotta stop driving into the city. It's a really bad habit of mine.
I'm a bus man now.
Bus?
I'm the only person in America who
Bus
loves
is
Port Authority.
Crazy, dude. That's not true. Fucking my friend Joanna like helped like design the new Port Authority.
Oh really?
Or something.
Nice.
So she's pretty into the Port Authority. Shout out to Joanna.
Yeah, that's sick. I've never met anybody who designed Port Authority before.
Yeah. She's a cool chick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Big fan of Original Plus.
Hell yeah.
Check it out.
Original Plus is on Spotify, so definitely follow them because that really helps them. And if you can give them some fucking listens every day, you should do that.
It helps and it feels good.
It does.
It does feel good to listen.
It is. I'm like, it is not the music that I normally listen to. Like, but then I realized that I do love emo. Like, I'm literally excited to see
Is that what you
Blink 182 next week or 2 weeks from now. See Here Now.
Oh, sick. Is that what you would describe Original Plus as, emo?
I don't know. I thought that was the world you came from. I don't even know how to label it. What do you label it?
Dude, I don't fucking know.
I know that the labels are weird because, like, when the Williams Center had, like, hardcore, there's, like, as you said earlier, post-hardcore, there's, like, actual metal, there's heavy, there's...
Right. I actually have no idea what post-hardcore is or means.
Weird.
Like recently, Spotify showed me, like, This Is Hardcore playlist, and it was like, you know, it was like Taking Back Sunday and like Brand New and like those kind of bands. Like I thought those were just like emo band. I don't fucking
Same, yeah. Like I grew up on alternative rock.
Right.
So then it was just kind of like everything was under that umbrella.
Yeah.
Like the bands you were naming were like the bands that I was listening to like on this station.
Right.
Like
and also
a little Saying Sorry action that came out around that time.
Right.
Yeah.
And also genres change with time, so it gets very confusing. Like obviously like AC/DC wasn't considered classic rock when it came out, obviously, because that wouldn't make any sense. It was considered heavy metal.
Yeah.
Right. Now we think of something a little different when we're talking about heavy metal.
For sure.
You know,
we would say that's arena rock. But
Right.
it couldn't be arena rock if they weren't playing arenas.
Exactly. It's not arena rock unless you're in an arena.
Yeah, it's like Champagne from the Champagne region.
DIY arena rock. That's actually what America Part 2 is. We were basement arena rock.
That's so sick. Well, what was like one of the oddest venues you've ever played?
The Meat Locker in Montclair.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, oddest. I haven't played the Williams Center yet, but Williams Center might be the oddest venue in
definitely will when
in
you
the
play
world.
it. Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. I did sing a song at Big and Tall Fest.
Nice.
Like a couple months ago.
Yeah, good
It
shit.
was impromptu, and I was very uncomfortable. But I tried my best, and that's all that matters.
Word.
And some people were like, "You did a great job," and I was like, "Thanks."
You said you were excited to be in the studio. You said you're a big fan of comedy.
Oh yeah, dude! Like I can't believe. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, you
Like,
can definitely say where we're
like,
at.
dude,
and
we're
who's shot in here.
at Gotham Studios right now. I'm literally looking at like the "We Might Be Drunk" sign. Like this is insane.
We have
that I'm here.
Bodega Cat whiskey right there.
Dude, can we drink some of it?
I wish I had a producer here to tell me.
No, I'm not gonna drink their shit. But
It
like,
might be there for guests. I can't imagine why they would have like 30 cases of alcohol.
I mean, I feel
I
like
don't think they're selling it like bootleggers.
I feel like if we plug Bodega Cat whiskey, like they'll probably let us drink it a little bit.
Sam Morrill went to the same college as me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
What
went to
college?
Tulane.
Tulane. That's in.
He was like probably 5 to 10 years before me though.
That's in NOLA.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Which is where Mark Norman's from.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if they met there. Or if
No,
they met
I
after.
don't. I
Just
think-
probably a shared love.
Yeah, I think they met here.
Easy to play on bachelor parties
Yeah,
and shit.
we're big We Might Be Drunk fans at Original Plus and the original
Oh, yeah?
Plus. Like Brian, like that. I think We Might Be Drunk is definitely one of his tops, and like I love it too. I mostly watch like Kill Tony now. Like
Word.
I used to. It started with like Joe Rogan, obviously, and then like that, like, and then once all the comedians started making their podcasts, I was like obsessed with Whiskey Ginger and like Bad Friends and like fucking Your Mom's House and like, you know, all that shit, like all the comedian podcasts, like, you know, Legion of Skanks.
Word. We did have some skanks at the Williams Center.
Yeah.
Louis J. Gomez did a pop-up set,
Oh yeah.
and I accidentally lit him.
You like gave
You
him
know,
a
like
light?
you
You act-
you end a comedy set by like getting a light when you're supposed to wrap it up, like maybe 1 minute to go.
And what, you did it like early by accident?
Like I was not the person lighting him, but I was the guy up in the sound booth. And somebody was saying that some mic or something was fucking feedbacking, and then I was like trying to MacGyver it very quickly.
Oh, you were trying to look at it, but you like use your phone
I used
light?
my phone flashlight,
and so when you see a light,
and he got
you're like-
off at like 9 minutes, and people were just like, "Yeah, somebody lit Louis J. Gomez," and I'm just like, "I don't know who did that. Like, I didn't do that. I
so
definitely did not do that. I'm a comedian. I would never light somebody
Oh my
before their
God.
time. I know that you're not supposed to do that, but." It was definitely a lapse in judgment that ended up costing the people in the room probably 5 extra minutes of Louis J. Gomez.
Damn, that's.
But maybe I'll meet him one day.
I mean, he's not
be
that
like,
good.
I'm sorry.
He's not that good anyway. Like, it doesn't really matter.
I'm not going to comment on
No, I'm just kidding.
other comedians
I'm just kidding.
unless I have a beef.
I'm totally.
I'm playing.
I feel like you have to be a dick to Louis J. Gomez because he's such a dick, but he also is a sweetheart. Like, I'm a very big fan of Louis J. Gomez. I also kind of look like him a little bit. Like,
You do.
We both are rocking the mustache and the bald head right now.
It's a tough look.
It is a tough look. He's
Yeah.
way tougher than me. He would kick my fucking ass, obviously. And that's why I will reiterate that I didn't mean what I said, Louis. I'm a big fan of yours. I was being facetious. But yeah, dude, like, I'm like obsessed with Kill Tony. Like, it's my favorite thing in the
Word.
world. I haven't watched last night's episode, but I'm going to.
Do you like... Is that like a tree where you start at Kill Tony and then you like somebody on Kill Tony and then you like watch their stuff, or is it just like Kill Tony in itself?
I pretty much exclusively watch Kill Tony at this point. I also like love like Are You Garbage? Trying to think. There's just like so many, you know? And it's like
Yeah.
I've like been obsessed with like each one at like a different point, and then you're like you get burnt out on like the person, and then you're like, I'm gonna check out this person's podcast and shit. You know? But
Yeah.
definitely like I just think Kill Tony's so cool because he's like literally giving anyone like the biggest opportunity to like make their career. Like Cam Patterson's like a fucking superstar right now, dude.
He just got on SNL as of today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Like as like a member or like a...
Yeah, he just was announced as like he is on SNL.
He's like a cast member?
He is a cast member on SNL as of this day we're recording.
Christ.
When you guys watch this, you're going to be like, yeah, he's already been on an episode. You're not breaking shit.
Yeah, dude. And he popped up on Kill Tony like a year ago or something.
Oh, wow.
And was like in the game for like 4 years before that. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
And he was like a fucking gangbanger before that, you know?
Oh, wow. And now he's on SNL.
Dude.
Wild.
Insane. Like, no other show is doing that. Like, not even like Joe Rogan. Like, you have to be famous already to like get onto that show, basically. And then it like triples your fucking numbers, basically. But like, Kill Tony is like, you could be literally no one and then like be a superstar if you're talented.
It's really like what Last Comic Standing claimed to be.
Right.
And it's like what American Idol was to singing, I think.
Right.
It's like, come on, you're going to have the judges.
But it's like, it's almost like, obviously it's a comedy show, but then like in the interview portion, it turns into like just like a free for all talent show, basically. Like he's always having like people, like if anyone says that they like play music, he like forces them to play music. Like I want to go on so badly because I think I've seen specifically 2 drummers not suck fucking shit when he tells them to drum battle the resident drummer. And I'm like, oh my God, please don't say that you play the drums when you don't actually play the drum. Like, shut the fuck up. You're like wasting everyone's time right now. And then you... Come
on, I played like 4 times in the Williams Center basement.
Right,
I played drums, bro.
Right.
I'll go on.
No, don't. Please don't. Dude. It's so frustrating because it's like, it's so fucking frustrating. Anyway.
Have you ever played drums for a comedy show?
Yeah, it's called The Moms, but what do you mean? Played drums for
have you ever been, like literally been like, I don't know. They have some saucy comedy shows that have music elements.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I've never played like a comedy show,
Weird.
like as like a band that like opens for a comedy show and stuff.
Or the house band.
I don't know how I feel about all that. The house band sounds like way cooler, like way more fitting for like a comedy show environment. Yeah. But like a rock band, like playing and then like comedians, like.
Oh, I do those shows all the time. Really? I can hook you up if you want to do a show with
Are they
comedians.
Good? Is it like a good thing? I don't know if it's a good thing.
It depends on what your intention is. Is it a good place for comedy?
It's weird because
maybe not. But are you gonna do comedy for more people? Are the people when they're getting drinks in between their friends' bands like gonna enjoy like? Oh, there's a guy making jokes. That person's actually funny. They're picking on me.
Right. Well, I would say that like. If you have like a rock show or like a band show, like a music show, and you have like comedians like doing a couple minutes like in between sets, that I think could work kind of. It's kind of a shitty setup for the comedian, but it's like interesting and like cool. But like I feel like if you're going to a comedy show and then like an alternative rock band is playing, like a lot of people are probably gonna be like, what the fuck is like, why are you making so much fucking noise right now? Like I'm trying to like talk to my date, you know what I mean? Like it's like a different it's a different environment.
I have some friends who will not come to the music comedy shows.
They're
like, I went once and it was too loud. Like they had a hardcore band there and it was just too loud.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, and it's shitty because I feel like, you know, comedians and musicians are like so similar in so many ways, obviously. And I think we both typically fuck with each other a lot. And like being a frontman of a band, like you kind of like a lot of like successful front people turn to comedy in between songs as a form of entertainment, right? Like it's like you're like crowd working or like whatever, you know.
I think that's what's so cool about like the DIY shit. And what I try to embody with comedy is like, it's about the moment.
Yeah.
Like, why did somebody come out today?
Right.
Why is this show different than other shows?
Right.
And I feel like that is the thing that great musicians and great comedians have in common. It's like we played in the moment.
Right.
And like, you're going to remember this and you're going to feel special that you came to this show specifically.
Right.
This show is not like any other show. You have to come to every show because of that.
Right.
And like, once you get into like Jerry Seinfeld mode, are you playing into the moment? Not really. Like,
right.
You're really just like, I'm saying a script. I got my monologue.
Right.
You're going to love it because I'm a poet. Yeah. But real ass comics, I feel like they're in crazy rooms. They make memories. Like, I never shit on a show because I'm just like, yo, like, I'll do any show because it can be the moment, you know?
Right.
If it's awkward as fuck, then I'm going to talk about how it's awkward as fuck. Like, I've done shows at fucking JCCs with like 200 people there, and I'm like, this is going to be great. I'm Jewish, and they just don't fuck with it. But then I've done like metal shows where I'm like, I hate metal, and then all of a sudden they love my jokes, and I'm like, oh, cool, that worked out.
Right.
Or even doing like an open mic when you're just like, fuck, all these people are watching the sports game. And you're like, why am I going to do this? I really don't want to do the set. And then you do the set and some guy's like, wait, do you have YouTube? Like, I want to follow you on YouTube. Like, do you have more stuff out there? Right. And I'm like, wow, it's good that I did the set as opposed to being a coward and just being like, this is not conducive. I'm not doing anything unless it's perfect. Right. Because there is no perfect.
Yeah.
You got to just do what you can today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we should make more comedy rock shows.
Maybe we'll talk about some stuff.
Yeah.
A little off pod. Yeah.
For sure. It's a secret.
What the Moms is probably the biggest project you were a part of?
No.
They have a little Jersey legend in them, right?
For sure.
People love the Moms.
Yeah, there's definitely Moms lore, 100%. We had we still do have a lot of like diehard fans, but we never had like that many fans, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then also like, as I've been like navigating through like the music industry or like the rock music industry or whatever, like I feel like a lot more people knew about the Moms and what they were doing when it was happening than like we could have ever realized. Like we made a bigger impact on the scene, I think, than the numbers would show, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of that vibe. But we played like a secret show like in the beginning of summer, I think, because our friend Mike Frazier asked us to do it. And, you know, he's been like recovering from cancer. And so it was like, we're really glad that you're not dead, dude. So like, we'll play a show with you for sure. You know, it's like you kind of got it when Mike Frazier asked you to play, you know?
Yeah.
But we didn't like announce it or anything because we didn't want like people to be like, oh, the Moms are getting back together, you know?
Yeah.
But I did play drums for a band called Make War for a short period of time. Like basically like 2019, like into COVID. And then, you know, like I said, when COVID happened, I was like, I think I got to start focusing on my songs.
Yeah.
But Make War was, I think still is, signed to Fat Records.
Word.
And so like I did like my biggest tours with them. Like we did 2 weeks from like Washington State back to the East Coast, opening up for Lagwagon and Face to Face.
Word.
Which are two like Fat Wreck, like you know, West Coast like skater punk bands from like the 90s kind of thing.
Nice.
And then that was really cool. Really good experience. It was really frustrating though, because like we played all these like really, really beautiful venues. Like we played like House of Blues Chicago, and it was like the coolest place I've ever been, you know? House of Stairs, shout out. And then like we got back to Jersey, and like Starland Ballroom was literally the worst venue that we played on the tour. Like undoubtedly, like it sounded the worst. Like the hospitality didn't give a fuck about us. Like the Face to Face's tour manager had to like yell at like the person that was like working the show, and they're like, can you give them like a case of water maybe? Like they're performing tonight. Like can they have a green room? Like is there a closet that they can go fuck off in? Like what the fuck, dude? I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk shit about places that I want to do business with probably in the future.
No, it's all good. We like We mean it affectionately, you know. The Meat Locker is shit, but it's legendary. Starland Ballroom is like a legendary New Jersey venue at this point.
Dude, it is. And like, you know, we
shout out to their security. I think they're the same security as the Williams Center.
Yes.
I think we found them from there.
The security is great. Those dudes are the fucking best.
They're gangsters.
They are. And those are all like the hardcore motherfuckers too. Like it's like it's real. But and like, you know, I had played Starland Ballroom like a bunch of times before that, and it was like the biggest venue I'd ever played up until that point. And so I was like, we're going on tour and my band is touring to Starland Ballroom. That's so fucking cool. Like, because I've only ever played like one-offs there. Like the Moms, like I think my second show with the Moms was the craziest show maybe I've ever played. We opened up for Newfound Glory, Turnstile, Turnover, and This Wildlife.
Wow.
In 2015.
Wow.
It was insane, dude. Like such a weird lineup and like so cool. Like so many bands that are like now, like, I mean, Turnstile is like on top of the fucking world right now, you know? Yeah. It's like crazy stuff. But so it was a little disappointing touring to Starland Ballroom.
Well,
no disrespect,
they'll roll out
guys.
the red carpet next time you go back there.
Yeah, get your shit together,
with the
guys.
original Plus show.
You're fucking representing New Jersey, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
This is why people talk shit about us, man. This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why.
I'm gonna get so much fucking trouble for that.
Well, this has been a lot of fun, Matty.
Yeah.
I enjoyed talking to you. Is there anything you want to plug besides what we've already plugged and talked about? Any show coming up in October?
Nope. I wish I prepared for this question. I knew that this was probably going to happen, but yeah.
It's okay. You could send me a DM and I can put it right below. This is going to be in the description if Matty has any shows, because he so kindly sent it over to me in the last few days.
Please check out our album on Spotify. It's actually an EP, but it's called All About You by Original Plus, like with the plus sign. Yeah. You have to type the whole thing in because we're not famous yet, but one day.
Oh, yeah.
One day it'll come right up for you.
I think it's going to be dope. Thank you so much to Matty Stolpe, drummer, ukulelist, bartender of mob institutions. No, not confirming or denying that. Catch him around New Jersey. He's a real New Jersey treasure. We'll be back next Wednesday. Please subscribe and just share this with people, especially if you come from New Jersey and you like music, because maybe I'll have more people from the New Jersey music scene on this. You know, we don't just know comedians here. We do know comedians here, but we don't just know them.
It's something that I want to get music and comedy more intertwined. I think that's something that needs to happen in our culture.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
I think it's happening.
Yeah,
I mean, Ian Fidance.
Yeah,
shout out.
He comes to the Williams Center. I don't know if I'm blowing up a spot.
No, I've heard that he's been there.
Yeah. But
he's the man.
Yeah, musicians and comedians are always kin, just because if you're in a band, you don't want to invite all your friends in bands to your shows all the time.
Right.
But you can't invite comedians and be like, yo, come over to the show. It's going to be fun.
Right.
And I feel the same thing is with like musicians. I'm like, oh, musicians have things to do. They're not going to comedy shows all the time. They also have the non-traditional schedule. They're going to come and hang.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's how the community gets built. And that's why New York used to be fun.
Yeah.
Was because it was just like, oh, there's so many artists and they just go to each other's shows and it's like happening. Now artists are broke and they can't live in New York City. Yeah. So we bring it to New Jersey.
Fuck you, Spotify.
Yeah. Fuck Spotify. And that's going to be the end of our podcast. Thank you guys so much. Hell yeah.